This is an extremely long story. It's more than 1.16 million years long. And I'll start in the middle. 90,000 years ago. 90,000 years ago, Sirius became the brightest star in the nighttime sky and overtook a star called Canopus. Each and every year, Sirius gets closer and closer to the Earth, and that'll continue to happen for the next 60,000 years. The ancient Egyptians called Sirius Sothis. At least 3,000 years ago, the Egyptians set their calendar to begin their very first day that Sothis appeared from behind the glare of the sun, which heralded the flood of the Nile River. It was such an important event to know exactly when it would happen that the Egyptians set their entire calendar around it. Sirius is the brightest star in Canis Majoris, known as the dog star. The very first day of the Egyptian New Year is also the very first day of the dog days of summer. And that's where that phrase comes from, which is used so often but understood so little. Sirius A is behind the Earth and the Sun in this particular arm of the Milky Way galaxy. Each and every year it gets closer and closer to the Earth and the Sun, passing generally below the Earth, below the south pole of the Earth. About 60,000 years from now, it'll get to its closest point. Several light years away still, but it'll be below your south pole, roughly. At that point, it'll start getting ahead of the Earth and the Sun, and it'll start getting dimmer and dimmer every single year for the following 60,000 years. I'm sorry, for the following 150,000 years. At that point, it'll be so dim that Canopus will once again be the brightest star in the nighttime sky, replacing Sirius. As we talked about earlier, the Egyptians' year began when Sirius A appeared from behind the sun's glow in the dead of summer. Exactly 1/2 year, both before and after that, corresponds with our days of December 31st and January 1st. And that's the beginning and the end of the year for almost every single country on Earth, which I don't think is an accident. The Sirius A's culmination is either on December 31st or January 1st. That's the closest that Sirius gets to the Earth for the year. It's the brightest, generally, that Sirius will be for the year. And it's the brightest that it'll be until next year, when it's even brighter and even closer. There's a peculiarity that exists because of the foregoing, and that's that if you have clear skies tonight and look up at Sirius, you will see the brightest star that anyone's seen in more than 950,000 years. So I encourage you to go out tonight, if the skies are clear, and see the brightest star that anyone's ever seen in more than 950,000 years. Because it hasn't happened in more than 950,000 years, and it won't happen again for another year when it will be once again, once in 950,000 year event. As the Earth swings away from the tail end of this arm of the Milky Way galaxy, away from Sirius, away from Sothis, I'd like to wish everyone a happy, healthy, blessed, and safe 2026.